Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. This is the first video that I'm making on my brand new channel. If you guys know me from Artsy Zodiac, welcome and thank you so much for coming over. So, as you guys may or may not know, I am an artist, but I'm much more than that. I am here to teach women how to unlock the inner goddess within themselves. And that can be anything from healing past traumas to getting exactly what you want in life and nothing less. And so, as this being my first video, I would like to start off with a good foundation because without a foundation, what are you going to build upon? And so in today's video, I'm going to talk about the top 5 books that I have personally read that have helped me in my journey. And I would never recommend anything to you guys that I personally haven't read or have done or tried that produce results, because I don't, that's a waste of time. And so I would like to begin with book number 1, and these are in a particular order. So number 1 is Women Who Run with the Wolves. Now, this is number 1 for a reason. This channel is targeted towards women. And as a woman, as an adult woman, I know that you have experienced any type of trials or tribulations in your life that need healing. I mean, I would think 99% of us women need some healing to do, regarding past traumas or events or even relationships. And so I recommend this book. Now, this book is written by a PhD. Her name is Clarissa Pinkola Estes, and she puts her information in such a beautiful way that as a woman and even as a human being, we like to learn through storytelling. And so she picks stories from different cultures that have been passed down for hundreds of years, probably, and she breaks them down and tells you the life lesson and or the message behind the story that you can apply to your life as a modern day woman. This, oh my gosh, me and my girlfriends used to have sleepovers and read passages of this book to each other, and we would discuss them. And I don't know how many of you guys out there do that, but I'm telling you, it it's like an ancient feminine ritual that I don't know, we just naturally started doing this. It was really awesome. And so I recommend this book. And you guys, it's only like $7 on Amazon. So get this. Get this right now to begin your journey to manifesting the life that you want, because you have to heal your trauma first. If you don't, beliefs from your past, which are negative, they will resurface and they will still have a little bit of power over you. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. We want you to take power over your life. And so definitely get this book. It's so unique and amazing to read. And God bless Miss Estes. She's she's brilliant. Okay, moving on to number 2. Now these books have a lot to do with, how do I put this? Metaphysics in a way. And so book number 2 is Frequency, written by Penny Pierce. Now the way I discovered this book, and if you guys know me, you know I love synchronicity. And what synchronicity is, wow, how do I describe it? It's something, it's like a coincidence, but not. It's something that happens at the right second, at the right time for you to become aware of it and to make that connection, if that makes any sense. And so when you're on your journey to becoming a full fledged manifesting goddess, the synchronicities will become outrageous. And I love them. And so frequency deals with that in a general sense. What she does is she breaks it down into the very core of things. You can think quantum physics, the atom, the very smallest particle in existence in this world. What does that have in common with everything? The frequency, the vibration. We are, as humans, vibrational beings. Even this book, it's made up of atoms, it's physical matter. It has a vibration. And so this book is very interesting, and it came to me in a very synchronistic way. I don't know if that's a word or not, but I invented it in a very synchronistic way. Nobody told me about it. I didn't know this book existed. Basically, I stumbled upon it in the library, and I began reading it, and I loved it so much I purchased a copy of my own. And so this is a very profound, interesting read to help you get started on your journey into manifesting, because you need to understand the foundation of the universe. And she writes it in a really cool way, because at the end of each chapter, to make sure that the information that she's given sticks with you and that you're not just reading it like blase blase and you don't take the information in, she gives you kind of like little homework assignments that you can do. She'll be like, try this, journal or notice this throughout your day. How is your frequency? How is your vibration? And so this book is really good for that. And that is a perfect segue into book number 3, which is PsychoCybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, and he's an MD too. And so if you are kind of skeptical about vibrations and holistic new age alternative crap, which I personally love and think that there's a lot of basis behind it, this will cure your skepticism. Why? Because he's an MD. That stands for medical doctor. So he is trained in traditional Western medicine. But yet this book, PsychoCybernetics, it does venture into the realm of kind of what frequency was talking about, the metaphysics, the things that you can't explain with science, and yet he somehow manages to explain it with science. And this is a great read. If you are not afraid of, reading about medical instances, like for example, he talks about plastic surgery and patients that their self-image um, did not change after plastic surgery, which you would think, why would one get plastic surgery? Isn't it to boost your self-esteem? No, he talks about self-image being very malleable and not necessarily by physical change. It's all in your mind. Psycho, which means psychological, cybernetics, which is the connections of neurons in your brain, like a network. And so he also has little like workbook type things where you can write in yourself, like what did you gain out of this chapter, just to make sure that all this information sticks. Because I wouldn't say it's a heavy read, but it is a very thought-provoking read. And so you want to take your time with this and definitely write in at the end of every chapter to fully understand the concepts in this book. Now, next, book number 4, which is a very much more practical book, but since goddesses, I believe, should not be afraid of money and wealth, that we have a divine right to receive. The next book is called The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko, which are both PhDs. So, again, very credible people writing these books, and they're offering great insight. Now, this book I actually learned about through another YouTuber who she's like a multi-millionaire. So, and she recommended this book. So I was like, of course, I want to be a millionaire. So I picked up the book and I read it. And this deals with a lot of statistics. So if you're, a stat nerd, this is a great book. And what the major theme that I learned through this book is wealth is not what it seems. Those people flashing the Louis Vuitton, driving the Lambos, you know, spending so much money to impress people, they're not truly millionaires in the sense that their wealth is long lasting, um, because you will learn the habits of real actual millionaires in this book, and it's very contrary to what you may believe. And as, a divine goddess, I believe that learning about wealth, which is a very masculine concept, the gathering of monies, chasing the bag, as you will, it's a very masculine thing to do, but you can still gain a lot of information that will help you as a feminine woman in understanding how wealth works so you can apply that in your own life. Now, book number 5, I don't have a physical copy of, but I've literally read and heard on audio 3 to 4 times, and I know this book very well, and it's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now, this is an old school book. I think it was written in the 1900s, like early 1900s. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but he also talks about wealth, but it's kind of like a combination of the books The Millionaire Next Door and PsychoCybernetics. It's like, and Frequency. All these books combined into one book is how I would describe Think and Grow Rich, because it's not just about wealth, it's about how you conceptualize things in the physical world, whether it be a physical disability. He does give an anecdote about, someone with a physical disability and how they were able to overcome it. And it's a very profound, true story. And so I think you would really enjoy this book, and applying the lessons that you learn in that book to your everyday life, it's going to be magical, I'm telling you. So those were the top 5 books that I recommend that you get started on right away if you want to begin your journey to becoming a manifesting goddess. This channel will be dedicated to that. And so as you follow me through this journey in my later videos, I will give you real life examples of how I basically came from the bottom of the bottom to the top and climbing. I'm not going to say I'm at the tip top yet, because there is no ceiling. There is no tip top yet, because you can continue to have higher desires that just go up and up and up. And as I get to know you in this channel, you will see how that has definitely worked for me. And you might be surprised how everything all came together and why I decided to start this channel. And so I just want to say thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed the content. Please like and subscribe so you can keep up with my new videos that will come out later on. Thank you.